College football playoff ranking, sponsored by Days Inn. Outside looking in.
The best team outside the college football playoff top four this week is Michigan State down at number 5. What gives? I think the Spartans have the best resume of any one-loss team. That early season non-conference game over Oregon with a healthy Vernon Adams, very good win. The win at Michigan, yes, it was a lucky play at the end, but they still won on the road at the Big House. And then last weekend, they went down to the defending national champions, Ohio State, and won again on the road. This is a very good Michigan State team. I know they have that loss to Nebraska on the road. It was a controversial game, but I think all in all, the Spartans are well positioned. I don't know why they're not already in the top 4.
Most overrated.
Well, the most overrated team in the top 4 to me is Iowa. Look, I got to give respect to them for being 11-0. Kirk Ferentz, they've done a great job this year. But what is really on that Iowa resume to make anyone think they're a top 4 team? When you're in the Big Ten and you're in the Western Division and you don't play Michigan State, you don't play Michigan, and you don't play Ohio State, I still think you've got a lot to prove. What is Iowa really hanging their hat on at this point? But I still think Iowa, in my opinion, is not one of the top 4 teams in the country. They're going to have to win the Big Ten to prove it to me.
Must-watch game.
Well, the must-watch game this week is Stanford, Notre Dame out in Palo Alto. Huge playoff implications for both sides. Now, Stanford, they're really going to need a lot of help. They're going to have to win this game, win the Pac-12 title game, and obviously some other teams are going to have to lose to move them up. Notre Dame, they have a little clearer shot at the playoff. Obviously, this would be their best win of the year, a huge boost to their resume. They'd certainly have a case to make. Now, I know they're disappointed not to be in the top 4 this week, but Notre Dame's still got a chance. They've still got the big brand name, and they'll still have a pretty good resume when it's all said and done. But obviously, winning at Stanford is the key to the whole thing.
Most likely to win it all.
Well, the team most likely to still win it all is Alabama at this point. They're number 2 in the rankings. A good chance they could move up by the end. But Alabama looks like they're playing the best out of anybody right now. And you combine that with the talent you know they have, a one-loss Alabama record might equate pretty well to an undefeated Clemson at this point. We'll see how it all shakes out with the committee. But Alabama trying to reassert their dominance this week in the Iron Bowl shouldn't be a big problem. Auburn hadn't played very well. They're gearing up for the SEC championship game and trying to redeem that loss last year in the Sugar Bowl to Ohio State.